This has to be the most beautiful playing and sounding guitar that I've ever held in my hands. The tremolo is so nice on it. The way that the tone switch opens up the mids. The neck pickup is both pickups. Bridge pickup. you really think about the prices today of high dollar guitars, some of them are just quite ridiculous. I mean, there's Gibsons and Fenders coming out of the custom shops that go for like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 I've seen. It just really gets ridiculous. This guitar, however, is one that I would say as a high dollar guitar is worth the money. I believe this guitar is well worth the $2,500 that it goes for. In the Sweetwater catalog, the G6120 Chet Atkins Hollow Body goes for $2,500. The Country Gentleman, which is a little bit of a step up, goes for $2,679. And of course there's the lower line Gretsches that are made in China that are nothing like this. But suffice it to say that this is one high dollar guitar today that I would say, yeah, absolutely worth $2,500. If I was getting into finger picking guitar again like I was in the early 90s and needed an electric guitar, this guitar or Country Gentleman would be my first choice, and I would just save up my money until I could afford one, because let me tell you, they are really worth it. This thing plays just beautifully. I've got the action down here at this 12th fret to about 85 thousandths. Now normally for all medium low action in the Folkstone setups, I can get action pretty low at 90 thousandths here. But I've got this action even lower, and there's no buzz on the fingerboard anywhere. Over at the 12th fret, I was able to get this down to about 68 thousandths. And that's just almost unheard of over here on the first string on the 12th fret. About 65 thousandths. And the pickups adjust also very nicely. These are the Filtertrons. They are a little bit hotter than the Filtertrons that come in the 1958 6122 Chet Atkins Country Gentleman, because this guitar can be used for hot rockabilly playing, or for country, or for jazz. Just an extremely versatile guitar. Just about any type of style of playing you want to play, this thing will do it. And of course it's gorgeous. It's just beautiful. It's immaculate. I can't find a single flaw in the lacquer finish anywhere. The tones and the tone switch, that is, works very nicely. The pickup switch, all the electronics, the master volume, and then you have a volume for each of the pickups. That's how it works. This guitar is just A1. And I just wanted to make this little tube on it just to brag on Gretsch a little bit. Fender owns Gretsch now, and they have the controlling interest. They, I understand, are winding some of the pickups. But I can tell you this, this guitar for $2,500 really is well worth a price on a high dollar guitar. There's no doubt about it. So I hope you enjoyed this. The Gretsch 6120. If you look inside the F-hole here, it shows you right here what it is. There's a serial number. It's a G6120, and that's nicely done. And it's got the horseshoe on the headstock, which was a 1958 style. Came right out of the 50s. Beautiful, beautiful wood grain all over this guitar. It has an ebony fingerboard, another definite plus. It has the Chet Atkins thumb markers for the dots. It has these for markers on the fingerboard, which I love. The Chet Atkins signpost. We have restored the workmanship and just the feel and everything about the old Gretsch Chet Atkins guitars. And you know, I can just say my hat's really off to Fender and Gretsch for this. I'm proud to be able to say that this guitar is just like they used to be made. And you know, if you ever wanted to get a Gretsch, I used to say if you wanted to get one, you needed to get one back in the pre-Baldwin era. You needed to go way back to the time when they were made in Brooklyn, get you a 50s or a late 50s or early 60s. Not anymore. Not with these. These are probably even made a little better. I would venture to guess that they are. Just beautiful. Plays just beautiful. I have played the old Gretsches, and I haven't ever played a vintage Gretsch with the tone and playability of this one. The action was just so flexible and so obedient. Nice truss rod. Has a 5/16 nut, just like a Gibson, for a truss rod adjustment. I just love this thing. Well, wish it was mine. It's going back to the customer next week. Alright, thanks for watching the Truth Guitar channel. And you have a good day.